And Office Depot shares are up 111% this year, but second quarter earnings were down 22%. Are you seeing a turnaround, Mr. Odland?
Well, Office Depot's customers are small businesses, and so we've been a barometer of the health of the small business sector. What we've seen is that this sector, the small business customers, have been hurt disproportionately in this downturn because housing is a traditional source of liquidity for these people. They start their businesses with a second mortgage, they fund them with home equity lines of credit, and as that credit has dried up, these businesses have not been able to recover. So we went off a shelf last year, and I feel like we're rocking around down here at the bottom, but we're not seeing a meaningful recovery at this point, and I'm worried that we're not going to until the liquidity returns to the small businesses.
All right, we're going to get into that, and actually let me pick up with you, Mr. Odland, on that, because there was this credit crunch. Have you seen the Obama policies? I want to turn to what the president is doing now, both what he's done and what the Fed has done, both the stimulus, also the financial rescue. Has that eased the credit crunch?
Well, the stimulus money has not gone to small businesses. This is an unusual recession in that it's been banking-led and housing-led. And so as these sources of cash have dried up for small businesses, they haven't been replaced by stimulus money or any other money. The issue here is that every modern recession is led out by the small businesses as they create jobs. So all net job creation happens in small business. In this case, we're not going to see a job rebound until we see these small businesses get more access to liquidity.
What do you think of where the president and the Democrats are headed on health care reform? What's that going to mean to your business and to the economy?
Well, I think we've got to go back on health care and ask the question, what are we trying to solve? What problem are we trying to solve? We seem to have about 45 million Americans who are not covered. Half of them have access and choose not to buy it, which is, I think, an American choice. Half of the rest are illegal aliens. We have to debate that. I think what we're trying to solve is access for about 5 to 7 million Americans out of 310 million Americans. So you've got 80 to 85% of the population, which is fine with the coverage. We have to be careful not to mess up the greatest system in the world in order to solve the problem for a few. So I'm a little worried about big government interaction here and the effect on small business and large business as well.
Look a year out, and then in 30 seconds, where do you see the economy? Where do you see unemployment?
I think we need to get the liquidity to the small businesses to start to create jobs. If we do that, we will have a slow, steady recovery in 2010. But I think it's going to take 2 to 3 years to get back to where we were 2 years ago. So this is going to be a long haul.